Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome, it's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. So I'm getting in the mood for a frosty winter, Christmassy, and something popped up on my feed earlier, on my YouTube feed. I watched these kind of like home tour videos, and it popped up someone's very grand house had they decorated for Christmas, and lots of white, like ferns, like to give that kind of snowy impression. And I thought, ooh, let's see if we can utilize that and do something with an embossing technique, do a stamp one sheet wonder embossing technique to be cut up to make some cards, because I need to get out my cards for my team and customers. I'm a little bit behind. I've had a busy beginning of December, so I'm a bit behind. So lovely to see you all on the live. Hello, Janice and Bev, Mary, Christine, Joanna, Heather. Lovely. Heather, thank you for your card. I got it today. Thank you so much. Hi, Shaz. Right. So what am I going to do? Show you the stamps I got out. I have them here. Sort my cushion out. Make sure I'm going to be comfortable on a mo. Also, I need to make sure I've got my Versamark ink and my little embossing buddy. And also make sure my glasses are clean, because I can already see that my glasses are a bit mucky. It was quite funny on Sunday. I took my glasses off to clean, and I have this very forthright 8-year-old that comes to our church, and she said, "Ruth, you look quite pretty without your glasses." So I don't know if she was saying I look better without my glasses or with them, but anyway, got a compliment from an 8-year-old for taking my glasses off to clean them. I take it. If someone's going to give me that, I'll take it. Anyway, I hope your weekend's been good. We've had a busy one. We had the illuminated tractor run go through Welshpool on Sunday evening. It was quite a sight to behold. About over 200 tractors going through Welshpool. Bless them. The organisers have to be absolutely commended. For those of you who don't know, we had Storm Dara come through up from. It sort of affected mainly sort of southwest of the UK, came up through sort of West Wales. Um, it wasn't terrible in our area, as bad as other places, but we were affected with sort of trees down and localized flooding, which tends to happen anyway. And so the organisers of the Illuminated Tractor Run had to change. It wasn't like Plan A went out the window, then I think Plan B went out the window, then Plan C went out the window, and then right at the last minute, there was a car crash on the route. So like it was like Plan C stroke, something else. So they did ever so well, and we opened up our church for hot chocolate, proper hot chocolate. We seem to have got the recipe down pat now. My friend bought the ingredients, combination of real chocolate and cream and milk and so forth. Very nice. So she does the hot chocolate. I do the spiced apple. What did I do? Apple, orange juice, and cranberry juice. And then I didn't have any cinnamon, so I just whacked in loads of mixed spice. It works. And my friend who's pregnant said, "Oh, I like this. You can't tell it's not alcoholic." So she really enjoyed that. So yeah, we were open for carols and hot drinks and a bit of Stollen bites and all that sort of thing. Oh, sound is in and out. Oh, audio fine for Mindy, but in and out. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, let me just check my settings. Headset. Let me just double check it's actually on the correct one. I'll down mix it to mono. I don't know if that helps. Hi Anne, nice to see you. Okay, I'm afraid I don't think there's anything else I can do on here. I've just changed a setting. I don't know what it does, but anyway, there it is. Anyway, so yeah, we had a busy Sunday, and then today has been spent doing some admin stuff for the hive. The two things I needed to get done, I did. and some other things. So I'm on the roll, and I've started sorting out the. This sounds really pop. It sounds very grand, but I've been sorting out the curriculum for Artful Stampin School. So I've just started to write notes on that because I really want to have the whole year set out, so I don't have to worry about it. So I started that, and I've designed another card for the Magnolia Mood class. So Magnolia Mood folks, it's going, it's going. Oh, lovely, Mary. Oh, it's the season, isn't it, for cookies and cocoa and carols. Oh, maybe we'll call that it the next year because they're not doing the tractor run next year, so we might have to do another event. Cookies, cocoa, and carols. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to write that down and say, right, we'll put that in the diary for next year. Cookies, cocoa, and carols. I think we're on to a winner, you know. Cookies, cocoa, and carols. I like it. Right, I'm going to get on with crafting now. So, hi Margaret. Great to see you. Let me just... Oh, ooh, hold on. Something's not right with this one. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Why is this mic not working? Hold on, I've changed to a different view, and that one is not behaving now. Ah, here it is. It's appeared now. Okay, there we go. Hello, Glenna. Hello, hello. All right, so my idea is to take a piece of white cardstock. Hello, Miss Glenna. Lovely to see you. That's actually a thick one, but I don't care. I'm just going to get on with it because time is marching on. Oh, I could do with a little bit of extra light. So let's do that. And I'm going to use my embossing buddy. Use it on my fingers, use it on my paper. Don't be afraid to be quite liberal with the buddy. So my idea is to stamp this one here and then add some additional oh, where's my mats gone? Oh, I'm going to add some additional foliage to this. I've stood back up again, it's just easier. Right, let's get this on the go. I might stamp it in with white embossing powder actually. I think I might do that because I can't... You know how I'm so awful for cleaning my stamps? I'm not going to trust that I've actually done it. Right, I'm inking that up super duper well. And I'm going to do one in the middle. I laid that a bit weird. It kind of went down at the side and then I dropped it, so I'm not sure if I've done it completely correctly, but anyway. Right, so one in the middle, and actually, because it's a little bit mucky, well not mucky, but it's stained from the last time I used it, it's actually quite helpful because I can see where I stamped. I'm going for it. Alright, so I can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to work fairly quickly because I'm just aware my lights are quite warm, so right, get that down. Okay, so while that's down, I'm just going to grab up the next stamp. Okay, I don't need that. Get block. Okay, then I've got the fern here, so let's work that fern in there and in there. Oh, my fern's a little bit mucky as well, but there we go. In there. And pop it in there. Let's have one coming in there. And you know what, I think I just want to like that. Okay, and then the other stamp I've got is that You know, the one that I'm, totally in love with, and I can't stop myself using it. This one here, but I'm not going to ink right to the edge, because do you remember last time I talked about how if you ink it right to the edge, you end up with this weird kind of like fat end. So I'm not inking to the edge, I'm just inking partly. And again, because I don't always clean my stamp super well, I can actually see what I'm stamping, even though I'm using Versamark ink. So just a advance warning, those of you who've booked onto the Magnolia workshop, you're going to need some of that sticky adhesive stuff if you have it. I mean, don't go out and buy it deliberately if you haven't, but just to let you know, you will need a little bit. So if you do have some, just save it for using. Right, I need some embossing powder. Right, got some white here. Oh, you know what? I might just add, get out the heat. I'm going to go and grab some dottage because I think we were going to need it. Where's my dottage? What am I going to use? Oh, where's a really big one at the moment? This is what happens when dottage goes. It's hard to remember where they are at. Oh, layering leaves. There's something there, isn't there? Actually, this would be a good one to actually stamp the leaves that I've just stamped, if you don't have it. Sorry, if you don't have translucent florals or anything else. Layering leaves is a good one. Okay, very quickly, let's get some dottage on. Just going to sprinkle. So the interesting thing about this technique is that you've got to kind of see into the future a little bit, because you're having to plan a little bit in advance. So that's why I guess it's handy for you to watch a video that I'm doing, because then you can kind of see where I'm going and why. Alright, so I've got all the white powder. This is white embossing powder. I did it right at the edge, and I'm tapping it so that it will come away. And I'm giving it a check to see that there isn't any where it shouldn't, and I'm just going to give it a little light tap. I don't want to get rid of too much, but I do want to get rid of anything excess. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So let's pop this away before I make a mess. The Magnolia class I've got, it's fairly full at the moment. It's got 12 people in there. But if I have more than 6 people wanting to do it in the new year, I'm happy to repeat it. But I will be recording, or sorry, not recording, I will be doing a little worksheet of how I make the cards, and that will be available on Ko-fi. So it looks like invisible writing. It does, doesn't it? Okay, so we're just going to have to spend a little bit of time just heating and melting the embossing powder. So talk amongst yourselves for a moment. And don't know, anyone got any Christmas jokes they want to share? Is Vicky awake yet? Vicky's usually the Christmas joke person. Oh, I tell you what, let's talk about misheard lyrics, Christmas lyrics. So my friend was telling me that her daughter thought "We wish you a Merry Christmas" was "We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year." I mean, I just think that's hilarious that you might get a new year. in your Christmas present. So, any misheard Christmas lyrics? Like, did anyone remember as a child hearing carols and getting it wrong? And I have heard some about carols, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. Please, not in the week of the 15th of January. Oh, okay. What did what? What did Mr. Claus say to Santa? Oh, I don't know. What did Mrs. Claus say to Santa? Hi, Denise. Did you see the rain, dear? Oh, very good. Yeah. Oh, Janice. You know what? As I said it, I thought, you know what? There are probably people out there that's going to say that. Talking about ears, my daughter's had a bit of a weird cold this week, and the other day she couldn't hear very well at all. Oh, and then my other sister has had an ear infection. Oh, not Esther, my other sister. And she said she had to go and get some medicine, but she said she had to go to A&E to try and get them to put it in because they couldn't. Her ear had swollen up so much they couldn't get the medicine in. Anyway, she's on the mend. Don't worry, she's feeling much better now. Hi, Monica. Good morning. If anyone's local to me, I'm having a bit of a Stampin' Up, like bring your own day on Saturday, I think it's the 25th of January. Right, so I'm just double checking for any powdery sections. Because when you're doing such a big piece like this, it's worth just double checking. So anything that doesn't look shiny, just go over it again. Oh, goodness me, it's surprising how, even though you think you're being very methodical, it's surprising how many bits you miss. Oh, well done, Ethan. Yeah, who cooked what? Were you in charge of the gravy? Is that why he messaged me earlier today, everybody, to ask about gravy? My mother has always done this thing where she, rather than doing stuffing separately, she just puts stuffing in the gravy. So she makes gravy and then she just puts a couple of spoonfuls of stuffing granules in the gravy. So you have like stuffing flavored gravy, which is really nice. Anyway, he messaged me today to ask about it. All right, I think that's done. So the inspiration for this was kind of grey, a bit grey and pink. Oh, that's a bit, I've missed a bit. And so I was thinking of stamping over the top of this with some grey ink. And possibly some pink. But I'm wondering whether to do some ink splodging. Because because I kind of want a really nice kind of watery look to this, really. Sorry, I'm having a wee think. I'm having a think. Have I got bubble bath re-inker? Oh, I do. Then have I got water? I have a little bit of water. There. Just to let you know, I'm making this up as I go along. I'm going to spray some water onto... Oh, I think that was water anyway. Okay, I've picked up a bit of re-inker on my block there. I kind of just want to do that. Just put a bit of colour onto the flowers. And I want it to look kind of like that, basically. I don't want it to look like coloured in. Oop. So I'm kind of colouring in with a block. So I'm going to do that again. That's done about half of it. So I'm going to do a blob of ink. I can't remember how many spritzes of water that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, oop, accidentally did some dottage there. Then I'm smearing the pink in. I'm kind of aiming for the flowers. Okay. Okay, I like that. I'm going to get a smaller block now and clean that off. My only contribution was the gravy, but we didn't do stuff in gravy to my house when the main cooks. Oh, cool. Ruth, is that clear or white powder? I used white powder, Deb. Yeah, my inks, my stamps weren't very clean. Oh, no surprise there. Right, so 5 squirts again, and just getting a bit of colour onto my block. So now I'm just going to go around, so trying to hit the leaves, really. Oh, some of the flowers I didn't get to do either, so I'm just going to hit some of those flowers and the leaves. Trying not to go too much over the pink, because if I do that it's going to turn a bit brown. So let's pop a little bit of colour out here as well. Oh, this could be the... because people have asked me to design a new class with the water smooshing techniques. Oh, I'm sure they... well, water techniques, not smooshing, but this could be a class for those of you who like it, doing it messy. Okay, I quite like that. Interesting. Okay, I am now going to very lightly spritz, very, very lightly over the whole thing. This is risky, but I'm going to do it anyway. because that water needs changing. My water's just sat in something for a little bit too long. Right, I'm going to use that same stamp that I did earlier. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give it a look clean because I can tell I've still got pink on there. Give that a clean. Oh. My middle name is Messy. Yes, we know, Janice. we are definitely sisters in that sense. Right, so I'm using the same stamp that I used earlier, almost like creating a bit of a shadow to the white that has been embossed. Gives it a really beautiful kind of ethereal effect there. I'm doing second and first generation. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Do that up here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, got an itchy eye, bear with. There we go. Hi, Cindy. Oh, take care, Denise. Okay. Get some more light. Right, do you think I should stamp with that fern? What about stamping with a different fern? I think, what about that one? I thought you would like it, Miss Glenna. This is very you. How are you keeping, Glenna? You've been busy today. Oh, didn't clean this stamp very well either. Oh, that's not heated very well. Let that dry a bit. Thank you, Monica. It is sweet, isn't it? I think I'd like to go in and just darken up some of these areas in a bit later, but I think I'll have to wait for it all to dry before we do that. And I'm still being, strict in that I'm stamping the leaves so they look like they're coming from behind the flowers. So I'm still keeping to my rule of that. If anyone's writing notes, I'm wondering whether to go in with a blender brush later. Might just do that. I guess the other thing I could do is stamp, because Translucent Florals is quite an ethereal kind of looking stamp anyway. I could stamp some leaves in there, couldn't I? I was thinking of stamping some Smoky Slate, but stamped off. I want it very pale. Don't want it to be too dark. So let's see if I can just do. Oh, that's nice. Right, so stamped off Smoky Slate. Oh, first and second. 1, 2. 1, 2. You know what? I'm going to go back in again with that lovely leaf and do more of that leafy stamping. But I am stamping off again. I'm not going full strength. I'm a bit worried about going in full strength because the whole thing is meant to be very soft and frosty looking. Frosty the snowman. Okay, that's good. Actually, while I've got this out, where's my dottage gone? I'm thinking a little bit of grey dottage. It's very subtle. It's definitely there though. Oh, I didn't heat that bit properly. I can see it starting to come off. I think it does need a little bit more colour on here now. Oh. Right. I'm going to use my little blending brushes. I know these are not Stampin' Up, but I just feel like I need to make the centres of the flowers stand out a bit more. That's cute. That's a bit better, isn't it? Because they're getting a bit lost. So although I like the randomness of just splotching the water, there's points now where I'm thinking, well, I'm at that point now where I think, actually, I do want to see where the flowers are. Because what is the point otherwise? See how they're starting to show a bit better now. I'm trying to go gentle. Don't want to overpower with too much ink here, but just blend it in gently. There we go, starting to see them appear a bit better now. Has your parcel arrived, Heather? Your Stampin' Up one? Planning to try and get all my catalogues sorted, addressed tomorrow. So my customers will be getting those, hopefully, in the next week. Okay, so that's the bubble bath. So I'm just adding a little bit more of the soft sea foam, which is the colour I used, the re-inker that I used earlier. Oh, were they Christmas presents, Heather, or were they your birthday? Oh, Susan, happy birthday! Is it Susan's birthday today, or was it yesterday? Susan's Astro. I also missed Sheila's from last week. Happy birthday, Sheila, for last week. Or the week before. No, actually, it was the end of November. I'm so sorry. Ah, Glenna says, Martina, if you're watching, a kiss for both cheeks. Just looks a little bit blotchy now, so I think I might just grab a larger brush. Ooh. Pad across the room there. Oh, it was the 8th season. Right, I'm putting a little bit of Smoky Slate on here, and I'm just going to add little touches of that. Because I do want my white to show up a bit more. The white embossing, see there? Also these ferns, I think they deserve a little bit of a show off, don't they? Look, they're starting to appear now. Oh, it's Mindy's as well, was it? Oh, happy birthday, Mindy, too. And wasn't it Navarana's last month, wasn't it? All right, that's not looking as splotchy as it did earlier. I think the Smoky Slate is just helping to pull it all together. Just to unify the whole thing. So just a little reminder, if you like what you see here on this channel and you're new, please do subscribe so that you can find me again. Just make it easy if you've got me in your subscription list. I'm Artful Stampin with Ruth. I've got various other social media bits and bobs around the place, so do look me up on Instagram, Pinterest, and so on. Right, I am wondering whether to do some direct colouring in some areas, just along some of the lines of the leaves. Nothing too dramatic, just to help give a little bit of definition. Go. Oh, actually that works very well. It just helps to define those leaves, because otherwise sometimes the leaves will get a little bit lost. Actually, I accidentally went round a bud there. I didn't mean to do that. I should have waited. Right, so I'm looking for leaves. Looking for leaves. This is really a masterclass in how to be patient and just build up colour. Don't be in a rush to just put that colour on straight away. Just bide your time. Just keep layering. Be patient. Okay, so that was the Stampin' Right marker. Soft sea fern, and we're going for the Stampin' Right marker in the bubble bath, just to do some lines around the little buds here. Okay, have them show up a little bit more. And I guess if I wanted to, I could put some colour on the edges of the flowers, but I'm a bit reluctant to do that. Oh, okay, maybe on the, you know, where the flower petals sort of like fold over a little bit, maybe just a little touch. I just like that softness. I don't want to eat into that too much. See how it's showing up a little bit more now? Thank you, Shaz. Okay, I think it needs a little bit of splattage, so I'm just going to do a little bit of pink. We get a Smoky Slate out as well. So I just wanted that little bit of extra dark contrast against the white of the centres there. That makes sense. Thank you, William. Yeah, I like it too. Just taking it in. Just think some areas need a little bit more grey. But you know what? I think I'm going to leave it there for tonight. I'm very happy with that. And I think what I'll do is I'll probably cut it up into so I'm just trying to find my templates. I'll probably cut it up into 16 pieces. Yeah, so. Oh, though that one doesn't get much flower. I'll have to stick another flower on there. There we go. I think that's how I'll cut it up. This would be frameable, but I know you're going to cut it up. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Jenny. Don't watch. Rewind, rewind. Yeah, I'm just looking at it thinking, is there anything else? Anything else? Anything else? No. There we go. I'm going to finish it there. Okay, so the colours I used tonight were only 3, but I did use the pens as well. So if you don't have the Stampin' Right markers, you can buy a blender pen. Blender pens look like, oh no, they don't look like this, but they haven't got stickers on like mine have, but they're clear like that. And you can pick up the colour from the ink pads and use them that way. So if you haven't got the Stampin' Right markers, that's fine. Just buy a pack of blender pens and use them with your ink pads. So yes, re-inkers wise. Now, if you don't have re-inkers, again, don't worry. You can do this technique quite easily. You just need a clean block and you need to get your ink pad. And I would say squish about half onto block E, that half like that. Give that a spritz and do the same technique that I showed you earlier. So if you've just joined, you need to rewind back to about 10 minutes in or so to see how I did that. So yes, bubble bath, smoky slate and soft sea foam. You do definitely need to have the Versamark ink, oh excuse me, and white ink, white embossing powder and a heat tool to do the white heat embossing to start off with. This is done on thick white card, and I'm actually pleased I did choose the thicker. I accidentally just pulled it off my shelf, but I'm glad I stuck with it because we were adding all that water, so it was nice to have a bit more robust card stock to deal with. And then the stamps that I used were, oh excuse me, Translucent Florals, Enduring Beauty, Wild Ferns and Layering Leaves. So let's talk about substitutes then. So I very nearly used, Vicky will be pleased, I've got hibiscus, the hibiscus stamp set arrived. So I do have that and I nearly used it, so you could use that if you don't have Enduring Beauty. The other one that's quite nice is the Layers of Beauty one as well, but I quite like this one because you've got the stronger centres, which I think for Christmas cards they almost look like a winter rose really. So Enduring Beauty, and then anything that's got a really lovely delicate leaf I think would work on this. And so yes, I wanted to use that fern because it's like my favourite. Actually, I might, it probably won't get there on time, but I might send this one to my friend in New Zealand, because in New Zealand that's their national leaf, isn't it, that fiddlehead fern. Yeah, so wild ferns and then layering leaves with the dottage, but you can use any other dottage that you want, and if you don't have dottage you can always just do splatting like I did. Take care, Lisa, lots of love. I will be watching this again as I've been in and out doing house stuff. Oh, okay, Christine, no worries. I'm sure you'd like to have a go making this, actually. Hi, Jane. Right. Thank you, everybody. Replay for you. Okay. Just a quick reminder, I actually have 2 of the 12 days of card making actual packs, like physical packs, ready to well, they're not quite ready to ship, but I have them ready to post up. They're £30 for you get 12 card ideas, but in total you make about 18 cards. So if you have got the Regal Flora stamp set, that's the stamp set I designed it around, but if you don't have it, there are workarounds if you've got some other flower stamps. So, oh, excuse me. Please let me know, those of you who've bought the 12 days of card making, let me know what you think of it. I know some of you have been having a go, and that is also still available as well if you can't buy the physical kit for me, because if you're not in France, Germany, Austria, the Netherlands, Belgium, Northern Ireland or the UK, you can't buy it from me anyway. And I actually haven't given a European shipping price, so it's kind of easy if you're in the UK to buy it off me. So if you need to find the links for that, it's in the description. It's my Ko-fi page. So what else is there to tell you? That's about it at the moment, I think. Oh, the last chance section of the shop, there are loads of things reduced. I keep going through it going, do I need this? Do I need that? Like, for example, the little truck punch, I noticed that. Yeah, the truck punch is for sale. There's some really nice dies that are like quite well reduced, and some other stamps and things. So yeah, do check that section out, and remember that for today, tomorrow and the next day, if you spend over £60, it's free shipping. Free shipping. We all love a bit of free shipping. I know, Mindy, I'm really tempted because I want to do some more sort of like children's workshops. I just thought, oh, the boys would love the little truck. Well, the little boys in my life anyway. They love trucks and wheels and, you know, that kind of thing. So it might fall into my basket. I mean, now that Mindy said that she's thinking of buying it, you know, I wouldn't want to go against Mindy's wishes. Let me just Google it. Let me look up how, not Google it, look it up on Stampin' Up. How much is it? £13.80, so it's about nearly £10 off the original price. So it's £23 to buy it. Oh, it's got that little wheel. It's so cute. Oh, I don't need the stump set. I just need the punch. I think punch art is just so much fun, especially with children, because they can sort of make all sorts of things. Oh, the tropical leaf punch. That is reduced to £11. I love that leaf punch. This one. That's 11. And the dragonfly one is down to £6.30. It's really well reduced. So if you love your dragonflies, what else is reduced? Oh, the vintage bottle one is down to £8.40. The handmade tag punch is £6.30. The cherry builder is £6.30. The hedgehog is £6.30, and the little monkey one is £8.40. And then there's like a little pumpkin one that's £8.40 as well. What else is reduced? Oh, there's like another label punch as well that's £6.30. So yes, punches have had some good reductions on them. Really good. I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to tell you about. There's just honestly just some really, really fab reductions. Thank you, Margaret. Sure, try and blame me, says Mindy. I know, well, Mindy, you blame me for your purchases. Just blame me back. Oh yes, the zinnias are ridiculously cheap. Yes, yes. If you like the zinnia stamps, those are down. The magnolia has been reduced as well. Just after I got it, and you know, I'm getting into using it. So yeah, good time to buy it. Yeah. All right, I think I've told you everything. Yeah, I have told you everything. I'm going to scoot. Lovely to see you all. And yeah. Well, that is true. You made me buy the magnolia. Oh dear. Dear. All right, my lovelies. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. God bless.